Phil Cohen here, Cohen on Content. I got a treat. My Clary here from Fleischman Hillard. I always want to say Ike Hillard.
Yeah, the football player.
Gator, absolutely. We were at Digital Signage Expo, and I got to tell you, this place is rocking, and this is going to be a good time. I never get agency guys here, so you're on the spot, pal.
Awesome.
In case you don't know, well, you know, this is like one of the biggest agencies. I've known these guys from the pet side. I'm going to say, I don't even know when you guys got Purina, but that was like 187 years ago, and I was only 20 at the time. Come on, what are you? You guys are so big.
Yep.
You've got you're in media planning. You're in PR. PR is your big deal.
Yeah.
What are you doing in digital signage? What are you guys doing with us?
Well, you know, it's interesting because the agency that I worked at is really what got me into digital signage. I was a creative director, user experience director for a large pharmaceutical brand. We serviced them, and we did a lot of content and production work for their conferences.
Right.
So we ended up developing a smart software solution that actually took the data off of someone's badge in the booth and then served up custom content.
We use that. Everybody, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that's really what kind of struck a passion for me in terms of being able to connect and the potential of connecting with people on devices that they don't necessarily have to own in a very effective way in settings when they're on the go.
Well, what did that? How does that get you over to an agency like this in the digital signage area? Actually, you're PR. You're a blogger.
Yep. And
you focus a lot on the human aspect, what they call social media.
Yep.
For your clients, but this digital stuff. I'm coming from content.
Yep.
All right, put me together. How does my passion for digital signage content come in and have anything to do with what you're doing?
Yeah, so, you know, I really look at content and engaging people outside of the home in kind of a very grassroots lens, and that's one of the things that attracted me to a company like Fleischman Hillard, is because we do so many grassroots word of mouth, out of home events, literally on the go events, and the ability for us to create content around those events and people's, let's say, passion points, as well as take social content in from them and then connect them with each other and the brands, organizations that we're doing this for.
Okay.
That's really, you know, and we're able to do this through mobile, and mobile devices are a huge part of this.
Right.
And all of the technologies that mobile actually enables now. Take, for instance, so, you know, we do a lot of work with local influencers.
All right, wait a minute now. I don't want you pitching. Here you're pitching over here for somebody supposed to call it. We do a big job in integrating our advertisers and digital signage with the next step, which is the activation of, if you will, of the consumer, the customer, on their mobile.
Yep.
So, in fact, I'm on a panel with a case study this week of integrating the social media screen, PC,
yep,
the digital signage screen in our doctor's offices, and then the mobile screen. So, and it's the same marketing line through, but of course it's 3 different structures of content to make use of the specific screen.
Yep.
And you're like in the next, you're in a wave in front of mine, in front of what we're doing. That is very cool.
Thanks.
Well, you know what? I normally don't do this, but if somebody wants to subscribe to your blog, where do they go? What do they do?
I write a blog. It's called the11thscreen.com. And they just go, there's a subscription button there, and you can get the RSS feed easily.
You know, I don't know if we can do this or not, but I'm asking the techno people here. Is there a way we can put the blog address on here, so if somebody missed it, they can get the address? And yeah, they're nodding yes.
Awesome.
Cool. Great.
Thank you.
Mike,
Really
man, thank you.
it.
Thanks for coming in here. That's great.
Thanks.
Back to the rock and roll world out there at Digital Signage Expo. I'm going to follow these guys around. I'm following them anyway, right? I'm the wave behind them. I'm going to see you in a few minutes. No, I don't know how often. We got a whole lot of interviews that we're doing. And I don't know if they're all going up one right after another or however they handle it, but I'm having a great time. I also made money at the crap table last night. And if you're from IRS, I'm not me. Bye. That's